Welcome to Tina's Joyful Kitchen. I'm Tina McDermott, the lazy inspirational chef, and welcome, welcome, welcome to our July episodes. Today, we are making kebabs. Kebabs are fantastic for the summertime, and they're easy to make. We just need some really good sauces to go with them. So we're gonna make chicken and vegetable skewers kebabs, and we're gonna make chimichurri shrimp kebabs. Ooh, they're so good. They're so good. So we're gonna start with the chicken, and we're going to make our garlic sauce. If you want, you might wanna double this sauce up. I've got a half a cup of coconut milk. You can use almond milk, you can use regular milk, just make sure it's unflavored. I found out we had vanilla flavored almond milk, and we don't want vanilla flavored in our garlic sauce, okay? You don't want that in your garlic sauce. So food processor, and we've got minced garlic goes in the drink because it can't be garlic sauce unless it's minced garlic, unless it's fresh garlic. We're gonna use mayonnaise. Now the mayonnaise I like to use is veganese with grapeseed oil because I choose to not do soy oil. Or you can make your own mayonnaise. You'll have the recipe in the recipes of Tina's Magic Mayonnaise. This one's store-bought. The store-bought lasts a little longer in your fridge. When you make it yourself, it only lasts 5 to 7 days. 5 is on the safer side. Okay, so we've got our mayonnaise and our magic sauce, our garlic, and here we've got oregano, sea salt, black pepper, and onion powder. There it is. Let's make our sauce. It's mixed. It's done. And you're going to have the best garlic sauce in the world. Next, we're going to get some chicken. You can do chicken breast, you can do chicken thighs, you can do chicken whatever. I got chicken thighs and I chopped them up into 1-inch pieces. That's what's in this bowl. And to our marinade, I'm gonna add about a half a cup of the garlic sauce. Half a cup of the garlic sauce. We'll leave the rest to the end to eat with the skewers. And so making a marinade, right? I've got some olive oil, half a cup of olive oil. We have some coconut aminos. Now you can choose to use coconut aminos, which is zero soy, zero gluten, or you can choose organic tamari sauce that does not have wheat versus soy sauce that does have wheat in it and it's soy. But this is organic soy. If I touch soy, it will be organic and fermented, and that's the tamari sauce. And next we have lemon juice, and a little bit of balsamic vinegar is in there, and a little bit of parsley. That is our marinade, and we're just gonna mix this up, and we're gonna put it in the refrigerator for a minimum of 30 minutes. Minimum of 30 minutes, so let me put this in the fridge, and we'll be right back. All right, time to make the skewers. Time to make the skewers. Now with skewers, or the kebabs, I get these skewers and I soak them, okay? And now, one thing I forgot to tell you, we are grilling indoors. And if you're grilling indoors, you're not gonna use a grill, you're gonna use a cast iron skillet. My cast iron skillet is in the oven at 500 degrees because heat is where it's at to get these done really quick. So 500 degrees, cast iron skillet, very hot in the oven. We'll pull it out soon, and we're gonna finish them off tabletop. So I've got my skewers that I broke them because I needed them to be smaller to go into that particular pan to do it indoors. If you're doing it on the grill outdoors, fine, do it on the grill outdoors. Let me put this aside, okay? And we are going to skewer, let me put some gloves on here, some onions, tomatoes, and chicken. So now we're gonna quickly make our skewers. Ready? Piece of chicken, piece of tomato, piece of onion, piece of chicken, piece of tomato, piece of onion. I like about 3 or 4 pieces of chicken, piece of tomato, and a piece of onion. There it is, 1 more piece of chicken on the end, and in the pan. Listen for the sizzle. If you're gonna grill indoors, have a lot of ventilation. I have 3 fans going on right now, 3 of them, okay? There we go. And have some fun. Chit chat with an old friend or a new friend or a family member as you're making skewers. And have a good time, because that's what summer is all about. Being outdoors and having a good time with the people that you love. Or new people that you're gonna love, you know. All right, 1 more onion. 1 more piece of chicken maybe. So we got good 4 pieces of chicken. There you go. Woo! Hear that sizzle? Okay, let's make 1 more skewer here. Don't skewer your gloves, because that's what I did. I skewered my gloves. Or as my niece used to call them, glubs. Glubs. Adorable, the little ones. All right. So I got my chicken marinade on my tomatoes, so those tomatoes are going to have to get washed or cooked. Okay? Because I touched meat and I touched those tomatoes. So no eating those tomatoes. These are chicken thighs, if I didn't already say that. You can do whatever chicken you want. And you're gonna cook it maybe 3-4 minutes each side. 1 last piece of tomato and then chicken. There you go. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. You can skewer these later. Put them back in the fridge. Throw your gloves out. It's charring, and that's what we want. That's where the flavor is going to happen, and we don't even need a grill. Probably more like 5-6 minutes each side, but you want to turn them every couple of minutes. Is this one ready to be turned? Yeah, that one's ready to be turned. That one I just put in, so we're going to leave it in there for now. So let that cook for a few moments, and in the meantime, get a bowl to put the rest of your sauce in, because when you serve this, you're going to serve it with this absolutely delicious garlic sauce that you are going to love. I hope you're going to love it. Remember, use fresh garlic. If you want to use powdered garlic, all right. You're just not going to get the immune boosting properties that you deserve that are in there, okay? Time to turn the third one. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now, you can never be too careful when it comes to cooking meat. So I always have my instant read thermometer. And you want your meat, your chicken, your beef, pork, you know, chicken and beef to be 165 degrees. It's not there yet. You can always tell because of the feeling of the chicken. So it's only at 92 degrees. So we need a few more minutes. Every few minutes, we're going to turn it. We want to make shrimp with the chimichurri sauce, right? So I'm going to take a risk, but I'm going to remember to turn that every couple minutes while I'm making some chimichurri and the shrimp, right? So for the shrimp, you want the broiler on. Yeah, just a broiler. Broil high. So get the broiler on. That's number 1. Number 2, I like jumbo shrimp. And I peeled them, I left the tails on. I left the tails on, and those just came out of the refrigerator. When it comes to fish especially, refrigerator to table and cook it right away. Don't let it sit for too long, okay? Let's make a chimichurri sauce. We're gonna get our food processor out again. And to that, we are going to add cup of olive oil. Let's start there. Get the olive oil in there. Garlic, fresh, and a ton of garlic. Teaspoon of sea salt. I love sea salt, full of minerals. Red pepper flakes. Oregano, and lemon juice. There we go. And finally, we're gonna do a bunch of parsley. Now, my recipe calls for like a half a cup or 3/4 of a cup. I throw a ton in. So I put a bunch of cilantro and parsley in there. And cilantro specifically, you can use the stems because they're soft. Parsley, you could use the stems, but they can be a little on the bitter side. So I'm gonna turn to the side. Here we go. Turn this to the side. No, that one can stay there. Okay. Because I didn't put them all in at the same time, you run the risk of which one did I put in first, which one needs to be turned. Okay, so this is how I quickly do my parsley. I get my knife and I just shave it off the stem. The stems could be a little bitter, can be. They have flavor, but they can be a little bitter. So we're not gonna do a lot of stem. If a little stem goes in there, I'm not worried about it. But you see how I did that? I just shaved that off. I'm not even gonna bother with chopping it. I'm just gonna put it right in there. Chimichurri sauce. Look how easy that is. Chimichurri sauce. I'm not going to put all of it in there. Just going to put enough. And we're going to skewer them and kebab them. Let's see who needs to get turned over here. There we go. Looking good, looking good. I'm going to attempt to put gloves on again. And hopefully this will only take me a couple of seconds because my hands are on the drier side this time. Okay, here we go. One is on. Oh, look at that. I got it on. Okay. Spread the chimichurri sauce all over that wonderful shrimp. And we're just going to skewer the shrimp. Here it is. Now, I skewer it twice. See how I did that? See how I did that? Okay. There we go. My husband doesn't even know what chimichurri sauce is, and he loves these. Absolutely loved them. These are nice because they're real quick, super quick. You saw how fast it was to make that sauce. And then I'm going to broil them 3 minutes on each side. That's it. 3 minutes on each side, and then we're done. I like to leave the tail on because it gives you something to grab a hold of when you're eating it. You can take the tail off if you'd like. Don't do these with cooked shrimp. I mean, you can eat cooked shrimp and then just dip them in chimichurri sauce, but don't try to cook them after they're already cooked. They'll be very, very hard and not very pleasant to eat. So make sure it's raw shrimp. Okay, and I did the jumbos. You can do whatever size you want. Jumbos are easier to skewer and make kebabs out of. So, funny thing, there's two ways to spell the word kebab. Kebab with a K-E, and then kebab with a K-A. And I was making my recipes, and I'm like, did I spell it wrong? And I went back and I changed it all from kebab to kebab. And then I'm like, saw another recipe, and it was with a K-A. And I'm like, what? I had to change it all back. So I did some research. One of them, I don't remember which, is from Turkey, and the other one is Arabic. Kebab, kabab, with a K-A and a K-E. Interesting, isn't it? So you're not wrong. You don't have to go back and change all your work. Couple more shrimpy shrimps. Funny story, we're in New Jersey looking for steamed shrimp. Called a couple places. I'm in Maryland, of course. Called a couple places. Do you have any steamed shrimp? Nope. Nope. I'm like, really? You don't sell shrimp? He goes, yeah, we sell shrimp. We have peel and eat shrimp. So they call them peel and eat shrimp versus steamed shrimp like we call them in Maryland. Isn't that just silly? Very silly. Very, very silly. All right, these are going in the oven. In the broiler for 3 minutes. May I please have a 3-minute timer? Thank you. Let's take a look at our chicken skewers. Let's see what's happening over here. $124 is what I'm getting most of the time. So this probably needs a few more minutes. And this one went on last, so it's definitely not done. I can even see some pink. So use your eyes as well as the thermometer, okay? Use your eyes as well as the thermometer. Yes, this is hot and I'm using my fingers. That needs a little bit more time. And my heat is on medium high. Now, funny story, like why aren't I grilling? Well, we could have taken the whole film crew outside, but that would have been a lot of work. And it's hot and sticky outside. We're in Maryland, Funny story, I was cooking burgers and I noticed my grill was rusted, so I'm like, darn, can't cook my burger. So I'm like, oh, let me get a cookie tray. So I got a cookie tray and I put parchment paper on it so the burgers wouldn't stick to the parchment paper. Put it on the grill and the grill didn't work. So I'm like, oh, I gotta cook these burgers. So I put the broiler on and I put them in the broiler. Next thing I knew, I had an oven fire because the broiler caught fire on the parchment paper. Yeah, don't do that. Don't be silly like me. Nope. All right, we'll be right back. Oh, there's another thing I want to say. When you're making your skewers, your kabobs, this is a stem of rosemary. You can make them with the stem of rosemary. Yum, and you'll get the rosemary flavor infused. Very, very, very nice. All right, we'll be back in just a couple seconds or minutes when this is done, and the shrimp should be done. All right, shrimp are out of the oven, 3 minutes each side. Look how beautiful they look. Do not let them sit in this pan. They will cook more, and you don't want your shrimp too dry, okay? They're hot. This pan is even hot. Woof. Put that on the stove top, and I would serve them on a tray just like this with your extra chimichurri sauce on the side. Remember the chimichurri sauce that I marinated in, you're tossing the rest of that out. Do not use that because it had the raw shrimp in there, unless you want to cook it down. Otherwise, you're going to serve it like so, okay, with a little chimichurri on the side. Our chicken is still cooking. It's almost done, so let's check it. Let's check it one more time. Instant read thermometer is your friend, and don't touch the pan, because if I touch the pan, it's going to give me the wrong reading, okay? It's going to give me a much harder reading. We want to know what the internal temperature of the chicken is, so you want to get to the center of that chicken, and that piece is at 162. Good. That piece is almost there. That piece is 145, 146, 144. Keep cooking until it reaches 160, 165, 165. Let's just be on the safe side. 165. Okay. Look at that beautiful charring. Oh my gosh. Look at that. It's not done. It's almost done. It's got a couple more degrees. And don't mess with your health when it comes to cooking chicken. Cook it all the way through. Just take long deep breaths and be patient. Let it cook. Almost done. For grilling indoors, I forgot this trick. I don't believe I forgot it. It was sitting right there. This is another cast iron piece you put right on the top, and that will help cook it a lot quicker. I don't believe I forgot that, but there you go. I don't believe I forgot it. It's a very heavy piece that's going to help make this cook a little quicker. You can even see the steam coming out. Yum. A little bit of patience, we're almost there. And there we have it, our chicken and vegetable kabobs together with the garlic sauce. You can serve it just like so, or you can put it in a bowl and dip. But look how pretty that is. So there we have it. We have our chicken and vegetable kebabs with the garlic sauce and our chimichurri shrimp. Oh my gosh, this is such a wonderful summer and wonderful summer dishes for you to make for yourself, for your family, for your picnics, for your loved ones, and have a blast in the outdoors this summer. Thank you so much for being here. I have a free gift for you. You just go to tinamcdermott.com/JG, and it's my ebook for the Joyful Gut. Yep, it's called the Joyful Gut because we want to be joyful on the inside so that we're joyful on the outside, right? And there's so many loving tidbits in there, and there's a surprise at the end. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you, and until next time, namaste. Bye for now, everyone. Have a great summer.